Hello everyone, it's Katie with Light in the Darkness ASMR. I would like to talk about the paranormal and anything weird or spooky. Now with that being said, I'd like to tell you that I have an odd passion for the paranormal, considering the things that have happened to me over the last probably 6 or 7 years. It's weird. You'll just have to stay tuned, but I would like to give a huge shout out to a fellow ASM artist who has, I believe, just as much of a spooky passion for all things weird and creepy and paranormal as I do. And I discovered her a couple weeks back, and her channel has grown so much just since I subscribed to her channel, and I would just like to give Jingle Jangle ASMR a huge shout out. Hey girl, hey! And that's Jingle Jangle ASMR. Her channel will be linked down in the description, where you will be able to subscribe to her channel. And if you do decide to subscribe and you watch some of her creepy videos, make sure you tell her that Katie with Light in the Darkness ASMR sent you her way. And tell her that you subscribed if you did. So, with that being said, I just want to say that I would kind of like to do something here in the future about my paranormal experiences, as well as paranormal stories that have happened to people around me. And if you are into this and this is something you would like for me to share, I will have my email also linked in the description, as well as my Instagram, and feel free to reach out to me and let me know your story if you'd like me to share it. I won't say your name or anything on the channel, but if you'd like me to tell your story, I'd be more than happy to. I would love to do that. Right now, if you see kind of flickering lights and shadow, like my hand shadows, I have 2 candles lit right here, so that's what's going on. So yeah, that's something I kind of would like to do. A little backstory with me is I have always kind of felt like there's been people watching me, probably since I was a teenager, and I guess I've kind of always felt it since I was little. Like there was a presence, but I didn't really know what it was, and it kind of scared me. But my thing is that I didn't actually realize that I had a connection with the paranormal until I was about 19 or 20 years old. And that was probably, I can't remember the year exactly, but you know, I'm 26 for those that don't know. I just turned 26 last week, so it's been a while that I've been experiencing things. Now, a few things regarding myself and the paranormal and how I guess the question would be, well, Katie, how do you sense that there's there's anything spooky or paranormal around you? Well, when it comes to spirits, here's what happens to me when I use my senses. So what happens, my strongest, is I can hear things. My hearing, it's not that I have, oh, really good hearing. No, no. Before I get into that, let me kind of tell you why. So when I was born, there was a part where I was not breathing for a very long time, and I believe that I had passed and came back, and I am referred to as a living dead girl. I was a preemie, and I was not breathing for a while, so that is a part of why I'm referred to as that. And one thing is most people can sense that. They can walk up to me and they go, oh, living dead girl. It's kind of one of those things I've had, probably not most people, but I've had quite a few people go, something's up with you, but like they know it's living dead girl because they'll tell me later on, you're a living dead girl. And for the longest time I didn't know what that was until they referred to me. They're like, because of your, I guess, your passing and coming back, you are in a realm, you have these abilities to be able to communicate and be able to be more in tune with the paranormal than most people do, which I think, if that's not something you're into, it can be very scary. I will say that I have not always been into the paranormal. I have not always felt like I'm okay with it. Right now, I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. But as far as when it first started happening, it scared the ever-loving shit out of me. The first thing with me that is strong is my hearing. Not in general, but just because I can tap into that. I'll hear things that no one else will hear. And most things, sometimes whenever I'm using an EVP recorder, I will hear things that people won't, and later on they will repeat back in the recorder, and they'll be like, I didn't hear that. And I'll be like, but I heard it. It's weird. My second thing that is strong is I can feel the presence of when a spirit is present. It's kind of like an anxious feel, but kind of like I'm being watched, if that makes sense. I can also feel, this is not all the time, but sometimes I can feel the emotion behind the spirit that's present. And thirdly, I can physically see them with my own eyes. Now this isn't as common as the other two, but I have had many occasions where I have seen things, and I will tell you, my first ever experience with the paranormal scared the ever-living shit out of me. That was with seeing. My most scariest experience was something that I saw, paranormal related. My second most scariest experience was something that I actually heard, and it was something only I heard, and it was directed towards me. So you can only imagine how fast my heart was beating. It messed me up so bad with that second one, with hearing what I heard, to where I was a mess for 2 weeks at least. I could not sleep in my own room. I and I definitely looked at this person differently because of it. Okay, I will give you not all of the information, but I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I had, whatever you want to call it, I had a spirit, or pretty much impersonate a family member that's literally in my house. And it was not, it was in a way of agony, pure agony. And it shook me up really bad to where I felt like I could not come in my room, I could not come in the house. And I questioned, is something trying to hurt me? Something trying to do something to me? You know, those were questions that I had, which are perfectly normal. But I've had some things that have really shook me up. But with the love and support of my fiance and my brother, who is a shaman, and thanks to runic magic, don't be alarmed when I say runic magic. It's a part of who I am, and it's helped me a lot, especially when dealing with the paranormal. But yeah, I have all these different stories that I'd like to tell you, and I would love to share them with you. And if you have any stories of your own, like I said, reach out to me through email or Instagram, and I will be more than happy to share your stories and experiences in an ASMR video so that people can know. Alright guys, that's kind of all that I wanted to say. But if you do want me to do this paranormal episodes, just give me a thumbs up, let me know, and comment below and say, heck yeah, I'd like that, I would love it, or no, that's not me. But I just want to let you know that if you don't like that, just whenever you see it pop up, you don't have to watch it. It's entirely up to you. And if you're a thrill seeker, this will be the one for you. Alright guys,